Welcome to Friday Night Rivalries Basketball Edition. I am Alan Hooker. Tonight's contest is between the Southern Guilford Storm and the Cougars out of Southwest Randolph. Let's take a look at the girls' action. The Southwest Randolph Cougars come into this contest steamrolling, 17-3 overall and 5-3 in the conference. While the Southern Storm are looking for their second half to kick in. They're 9-7 overall, but 2-5 in the conference. Very pivotal game for both of these teams. Let's take a look at some of that action. Great action out of the girls' games. The Cougars were able to outlast the Storm 69-52. Now on to the boys' game. The Southern Guilford Storm are coming into this contest 12-4, 5-2 in the conference. While the Cougars are really struggling this season, they're 5-15 overall, 1-7 in conference. In order for the Cougars to hang in on this particular game, they're going to have to try to put the clamps on instant offense Tyler Dearman, who can score from any area. He has a big, strong physical body and a high basketball IQ. Look for the Storm to be victorious over the Cougars.
At the end of the first quarter, it's Guilford, Southwest Randolph, 7. Guilford. 2-point basket.
Coach, what was the game plan coming into tonight?
Well, the game plan tonight was really, we stressed urgency all week. We lost Tuesday night. We had won, I think, 6 in a row before that, had a really good year, and it was more so the emphasis was how are we going to respond to a little adversity and how are we going to respond to losing a big game. So it was all about just making sure we came out with energy, came out with enthusiasm, and that guys were really just playing together. You know, like we always say, like after a loss, it can kind of snowball and things can kind of get worse, and you go on a little losing streak, or you pick yourself up, and as a unit you get back together and you get better from it because you learn from it. So I think we did that tonight. We responded well. First half was a heck of a lot better than the second half, but I was really proud of the way they came out because I think that showed they were ready to. They responded to it.
Your defense was stellar tonight for most of the game. What do you attribute that to?
Well, that's what we take pride in, man. That's the backbone of our team. And again, I credit to a lot. We've worked on that a lot the past few weeks. And we've really defended well all year. It's just been little things, kind of rebounding, or every now and then a lack of pressure. We really stressed all week off the ball, just being better off the ball. We've been good guarding the ball itself all year. but we've allowed teams to get away with some lazy passes and things like that because we just kind of we didn't have a playmaker's mindset off the ball. And I thought tonight was our best night yet of being aggressive off the ball defense. We got a lot of deflections, which led to easy baskets on the other end.
How is it important to get as many players as you played tonight in the game?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. That's one thing I've learned quickly is that depth is so important. There's some teams that can get away with, you can get away with not playing many guys for a little bit early in the year, but late in the season, when you have conference tournament and playoffs and even just late conference games, and you're playing 2-3 games in a week, you've got to have some depth, especially the way we want to guard. We want to get out and pressure you 94 feet, and you can't ask guys to do that for 4 quarters. I mean, you have to have guys that can come in and do that. So depth is key, and so tonight being able to play a lot of different guys is big, and not only this year, but also next year. There's a lot of those guys that came in were anywhere from freshmen to some other guys that we might need this year. So it's big time.
Welcome back to the post-game show of Friday Night Rivalries Basketball Edition. I'm Alan Hooker, and tonight's contest between the Storm and the Cougars proved to be all storm as they beat the Cougars 64-41. Tanner Ferguson of Southwest Cougars led all scorers on his particular team with 19. However, Tyler Dearman was just too much, dropping 20 points in just the first half alone, ending with 28. And his partner in shooting is none other than Julius Birch, who rounded up the double figures for them with 13. Thank you so much for tuning in and enjoying Friday Night Rivalries. We'll see you next week.